Russell Wilson, on the one hand, there's a perception of him, and then on the other hand, there's the reality. The reality is he's an all-time great.
Russell Wilson. Danger Russ.
Whoops. Oh, a high snap off his shoulder, and now Wilson just trying to get it away. And wide open, making the catch is Tyler Lockett. And Lockett is inside the 20, and Tyler Lockett gets slung down at the 4-yard line.
In his early years, Wilson was molded by his father, a two-sport athlete who nearly made the Chargers back in his day.
You have a choice to make in life.
The spitting image of his father.
For me, when I was young, I made a choice that I was going to believe that great things were going to happen.
I coached against Russell in high school. And Russell was 20 when he was 10 years old.
Russell played football.
I won in the state championship. It's my third year. The team went 10-1. Thought we did excellent.
He also played baseball and basketball in high school.
You're an interesting story. I want to ask you about this baseball. You were drafted twice.
He was drafted 2 separate times by the MLB.
Russell Wilson, before he was a star quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, was drafted out of NC State.
But it was, of course, football, where Wilson would make his mark.
E.J. Wilson hit him, but it didn't matter.
And I was going to have my mindset right, and I was going to have the right language and the right things to think about.
Wilson, look at the time he has.
I was skeptical about Russell like everybody else because you look at the stature, 5'10" and 3/4.
To the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
After Asheville, Wilson went on to play at Wisconsin.
Transferring to Wisconsin from North Carolina State helped him in more ways than one.
Wilson would lead a record-breaking season.
Wilson, get a chance to run it in again. Russell Wilson! Touchdown! Wilson. Run with it. Russell has open field.
His running style, his shiftiness.
He's a relentless competitor, and he's so contagious.
Propelling his team to the Big Ten Conference title while setting the NCAA record for passing efficiency.
Wilson across the 50.
Last year threw for 3,100 yards, 33 touchdowns, a 191.7 passer rating, the highest in NCAA history.
Wilson's height has come under fire quite a bit during this process of talking to NFL executives and scouts, but he said that he's done a good enough job of convincing them that it won't be a factor once he gets onto the playing field.
Despite being under 6 foot tall, Wilson thrived.
He's only 5'11". They say that if he had been 2 or 3 inches taller, he probably would have been a top 10 pick.
Russell Wilson, his height will be his biggest inhibitor at the next level. Not able to step up and into the pocket like other quarterbacks.
They're saying, the critics, you're only 5'11".
Wilson has all the intangibles scouts are seeking in a quarterback. No, he has a quality arm. He'll never be a prototypical NFL quarterback.
4 quarterbacks were selected in the first round.
There's not a lot of quarterbacks that are 6 foot or less.
Wilson was left waiting.
With the 75th pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Russell Wilson, quarterback, Wisconsin.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Then he was drafted in the 3rd round by the Seattle Seahawks, but no one ever predicted he would be their starting quarterback.
The Seahawks had signed quarterback Matt Flynn to a large contract.
He came in from day one. He was a rookie, but he was going to win that job, and he was going to lead that team.
You know, when I got there, my thing was I was going to be there early in the mornings. I was going to stay late and do whatever it took to get the opportunity to play.
Tonight, the rookie out of Wisconsin gets his very first start.
People in Seattle are probably surprised he's going to start for the Seahawks.
From the baseball diamond to the gridiron, he now has an opportunity to make history as a rookie quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks.
Boom, perfect timing.
Back across the middle and complete.
They really like Russell Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Some sports critics didn't think Wilson would be in this position.
They didn't, Darcel, and now they're eating their words.
As a rookie, Wilson flashed his potential.
Braylon Edwards has got the football, and it's a Seahawk touchdown. Edwards was locked up with Tommy Campbell.
Excellent.
But it was a game against the Patriots that solidified him in the hearts of Seattle.
This is a position built for guys typically 6'2" and above. There's some exceptions, but not many.
In a game no one expected them to win, Wilson showed up in the clutch.
Take the handoff. Wilson steps, fires.
Quarterbacks are mostly judged on 3 or 4 things: arm, feet, brain.
Brought down at the 32. So they go for it here on 4th and 3. Oh, it's up there! Caught by Edwards! Touchdown!
I watched you and I said, this is the future of the league.
15 of 25, 247 yards, 2 touchdowns. Step and fire, Wilson! Touchdown, Rice! Seattle an extra point away from taking the lead.
I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
10 touchdowns his last 5 games, only 1 interception. Been protecting the football extremely well.
Still in his rookie season, Wilson led yet another big-time come-from-behind drive on the road against the Chicago Bears.
He's going to keep, and Russell Wilson, and then spins out of bounds.
Russell Wilson and the Seahawks were having none of it, though. They came back.
4th down for the Seahawks with, again, 2 timeouts.
He's kind of making his own way about how to play the position. He's a pioneer.
It's caught for a first down by Zach Miller.
Most quarterback wins in the first 7 seasons of the Super Bowl era. 75 tops. Nobody has ever won more in the Super Bowl era coming out of college in the first 7 seasons.
Tate has it. He's running inside the 5. He leaps. Touchdown Seahawks! Holy smoke! Unbelievable! Russell Wilson against Lovie Smith's defense drove his team 97 yards.
He'd throw 26 touchdowns, tying Peyton Manning's rookie record.
Russell Wilson, at home this year, 16 touchdown passes, only 2 interceptions.
This team has drafted extremely well. They've made a lot of great choices. And Wilson is able to duck away. Very targeted-like.
And utilizing his athleticism, cutting against the grain.
This is like McNabb in Dallas a few years ago. 15th play of the drive. And a fade is thrown. Caught for a touchdown by Doug Baldwin. Seahawks win it by a score of 42-13, and Seattle is in the playoffs.
He's 5 feet 10 inches tall. He's not Andrew Luck. He's not RG3. But there is a growing sentiment and a bigger growing argument that some people think in some ways he's better.
Overcoming odds, 75th player picked in the draft last year, 3rd round, but took the Seahawks to the playoffs, won a playoff game.
In year 2, Wilson spurred the Hawks to 11 wins in their first 12 games.
Russell Wilson brings the Seahawks out. He's never lost a game here at CenturyLink Field. A perfect 9-0, 18 touchdown passes, only 3 interceptions here.
Off the fake to Turbin. Wilson still on his feet. Out of bounds at the
time after time, he showed up in the biggest moments.
Seattle Seahawks have cut the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lead to 21-7.
Deceiving it is watching him being able to get out to the outside. And his speed, he comes out really nice and easy, and all of a sudden he just turns it on.
And he connects with the tight end, Zach Miller. Wilson looks to spin away from pressure.
Early in his career, it was like, well, the defense is really doing that.
How do you throw that ball, Darryl? Cross your body, going to the left.
And now the Seahawks hurry to the line. They don't want to give the Bucs a chance to challenge. And
he's a good game manager who has some ability, can make things happen when you need him to, but they're really riding that defense.
And delivered victory after victory.
Russell Wilson, arm A+, feet A+, IQ A+. He's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
This team at home is a juggernaut. Russell Wilson has yet to lose at home. He flips it to Marshawn Lynch, touchdown!
In the NFC Championship, against the rival 49ers.
You want to talk about a tradition unlike any other? They've got it here in Seattle with the raising of the 12th man flag. The offense comes back on the field before a 4th and 7.
Wilson would have one of the biggest plays of the season. Drawing the 49ers off sides with the hard count.
Flag is thrown. It's a free play.
Throwing what would be the game-winning touchdown.
Caught for the touchdown! Curse! We'll salute this team and send them off to Super Bowl 48 in New Jersey for a date with the Broncos on February 2nd.
The Seahawks were now headed to the Super Bowl in just Wilson's second season. The game was a beatdown.
He said 7 different receivers.
The Seahawks trounced the Broncos.
What a catch! Touchdown! Unbelievable! Jermaine Kearse!
And locked up their franchise's very first Super Bowl title.
Look at that. Pack it away.
How do you stop that?
He's not the fastest, he's not the biggest, he doesn't have the best arm, he just creates magic. Going to the Super Bowl and winning it a season ago, that's fantastic. I mean, that is just incredible football.
Russell Wilson needs to be considered the best quarterback, period, in the NFL.
In pursuit of back-to-back titles, Wilson had an abysmal 4-interception game against the Packers.
It looked like they might be on their way to a nationally televised beatdown, but that was not happening. In fact, that was never going to happen. Not last night, and not with Russell Wilson playing the way he is right now.
Pass caught. Baldwin makes a move. Baldwin trying to get to the sideline. Here's Wilson keeping it for the touchdown. With 2:09 to go. Is it too little, too late? And what's the approach? Good kick up into the air. Wilson recovered by Seattle. Chris Matthews.
comeback was on.
Here's Lynch. Lynch! Marshawn Lynch! Beast mode! Touchdown! Took the lead. Of course, Green Bay able to go down, kick the field goal, send it into overtime. But I think Green Bay right now is still wondering how this game ever got to overtime. Seattle's going to the Super Bowl. Jermaine Kearse.
Wilson had led his team to back-to-back Super Bowl appearances.
They benched 25. They benched him. 21 in.
You are about to die at the hands of the children of Thanos.
Down to half a minute.
Intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal. Malcolm Butler.
The ball on the 1 yard line, and this is the chance to win the game, and it doesn't work. And however many millions and millions of people all over the world watching and having to walk to the media, and what do I say next? What do I do? What do I think? I had a decision to make. Will I let this define my career? Will I let it define my life?
Wilson attacked the offseason, determined to elevate his game to the next level.
And what I definitely knew was this, that negativity works 100% of the time. Negativity was going to get me nowhere.
This brother has proven what he can do, and over the last several years, since the Legion of Boom has dissipated, he has held this franchise afloat. In his 8 years there, the man has only missed the playoffs once. He has proven he's a stud. He's gone to back-to-back Super Bowls. He's won a Super Bowl championship.
Clear, Wilson gets away. Wilson dancing. Caught by Jermaine Kearse. Broken play, big play. Russell Wilson does it again. Biggest play of the night. Wilson to the 24.
He developed fantastic chemistry with Doug Baldwin.
Caught for the touchdown. Doug Baldwin. Been the hottest receiver in the league over the last month.
He scores, man. And he's accurate.
Touchdown to Doug Baldwin.
And he's efficient. Only Aaron Rodgers is a better passer rating in NFL history than Russell Wilson.
Touchdown to Doug Baldwin. Touchdown. Who else would it be? Doug Baldwin.
Highest passing touchdown percentage of the Super Bowl era.
Mr. Baldwin, who's looking to throw. He's looking to go back to Wilson. It's there for the touchdown.
There's not a throw he can't make. Rolling to his left.
That's the creativity of Russell Wilson.
If you count line of scrimmage, coachability, leadership, elevating others, accuracy, that's the best football player in the world.
Wilson's got space. Got nobody downfield, though.
In the world. Others can be flashier, faster, bigger arm, throw left-handed. That's I don't know what Russell Wilson at this point. What's his flaw?
Oh, my goodness, he caught it. And there goes Baldwin down the sideline. Vintage Seahawk play. Baldwin out of bounds inside the 5. Unbelievable stuff.
We've seen him do it so much that it doesn't surprise you anymore.
Wilson has risen into the top tier of quarterbacks.
Touchdown! room.
His outstanding play made him briefly the highest paid player in the league. In each of Russell Wilson's 8 seasons in the league, he's had a winning record.
Here's Wilson. Able to escape for a moment.
This is a guy that makes everything work for Seattle. 3 years ago, he led the NFL in touchdown passes with the lowest rated offensive line.
And look at Russell Wilson.
Tom Brady can't do that. Aaron Rodgers can't do that. Patrick Mahomes can't do that. Drew Brees can't do that. Dan Marino couldn't do that. John Elway couldn't do that. Joe Montana can't do that.
Wilson to the corner.
Since he entered the league, his play style has become more the norm than the outlier.
A touchdown! Doug Baldwin.
Teams have moved away from the old prototype and have embraced smaller and more athletic quarterbacks.
Down the middle he runs and slides to a stop at the 17-yard line.
This is, in many ways, thanks to Wilson, a true game changer.
We're down at 3. Empty backfield. Wilson throws to the end zone.
Last year, Wilson received a gift by the name of DK Metcalf.
It is Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown.
A rare beast, Metcalf and Wilson have become a dynamic duo of sorts.
Wilson keeps, airs it out, the rookie!
Both redefining their positions with their own unique gifts.
Touchdown, DK Metcalf! This guy can flat out fly. 40 yards.
In the playoffs, on the road, against the Eagles.
One-on-one routes, you can get somebody like DK Metcalf on the outside. All that speed, you have to respect it. So
Metcalf a stud at 6'4", 230, 7 catches tonight. Getting free and open and making the grab is
this year, Russell Wilson is chasing his place among the pantheon of all-time great quarterbacks. We'll cover that story when the season concludes.
Nobody brings it home like Joe Vincent. Nobody.
Make it so.